one of my shows a few days ago. A child asked me how, as a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish, so I told him another white lie. The machine needs time to power up. I wound up saving very little this month. Two children came to talk to me after today's show. Anyway, they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It seems like something bothered Lorenzo lately. Surely he's not upset that I agreed to teach them. I have a good feeling about those kids. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. They wanted to call me master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I had. With time, I have no doubt they could become far greater. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. It's nearly time for me to go on. I asked the two kids if they'd like to come with me. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans. It's only been 10 days since I first met them. They're very tough, but also very cautious. And they hide things from me too. For example, when I ask them, that's the thing about children. I can sense that their lives have been hard. Possibly even after thinking things over. I decided to tell them about P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. Oh, Caesar, Caesar.
Two magic geniuses with a father and a mission, huh? Sounds a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynette, don't you think? So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? What's
over our new lead. First, it slots themselves into a magic box in full view. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box. But meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, oh no, it's me, the audience is turned to the magician. But, of course, that's just how I think the project should never performed it successfully. When the box opened, he fell right to the ground from the highest point of the opera house. And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just...
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh? Paimon was about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that thing, wait a second. So if he's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does Peter...
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of Setball. This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance. Once the magician is inside, the box is lifted up in the air. The audience's view from where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom. But at this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret. He then escapes through this trapdoor roof, waits for the dummy to fall, and
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined. Even Paimon could probably do it.
miraculously appear into the pompous performing, maybe would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating. Caesar was a accomplished magician.
So, how did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff.
I can make a pretty. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And sure enough, but here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left, because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. A magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth was the falsehoods become all the more. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and no one was well, exactly, I think that's likely what happened. Caesar was under a lot of time pressure during the escape. He had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve something, but I'm sure he was confident. He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process instinctively. Around for the missing button, maybe with the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything.
In reality, someone switched the button. How would they be able to make the switch without being noticed?
It would have to be someone who knew that he was lying. Isn't that right?
Dogs. There's not a lot of people over some magician. But I gave you your chance. I hope you do it. However stubborn she might be, she was never put it away.
Can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking.
If I had a motive for every time you said that man's name. He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks with gullible children. I was the one